Welcome back to Raid Shadow Legends with Blazing Corp. We are continuing our Doom Tower series here with the Nether Spider next. Alright, we are back. Nether Spider, here we come. We've got a team here, so try a different composition. You'll want to see if Astralon could stun the adds there while also hopefully taking them down in one shot. We've got our defensive lead so that any kind of shots we're taking, we're getting a lot of defense put out. So we've got passive defense plus aura skill, which gives a lot of defense to these guys here. On that end, I'm going to show you guys how I'm going to use Bad L in this situation here, especially his cleanse, which is really important because his cleanse is the same as the call out there for the ads. So it's really important that we have that. And the fringe benefit of Astralon is that he is going to bring in defense down. There, so it's going to help everyone to hit harder, plus Bad Al with his passive with the poisons. They're also allowing everyone to hit harder as well. So we're going to manual this here, and let's give it a go. Alright. Yeah, so kind of just going to let them go at it for the first room of ads here. Then we're going to manual it from the second. So we're just going to do pretty much all A1s for the second round. Main thing on this round, start with the person that can hit you the most here, which in this case is Venus. Then we're going to go for Juten because he smacks pretty hard there, and then we'll go for the Queen Evas. Now, it does help when you have a champion like Queen Eva and you know their skills. I know she can't really hurt me too hard there, or too badly, I should say, there, but I know Juten can definitely put in some work. So I do want to make sure here that he is taken care of. Now, passive heals, we're going to get that from Doom Priest and Bad Al. There, and then during the boss fight we're going to get cleanses on every turn that Doom Priest takes. So that is going to be fantastic there, of course. Keep us topped up. Now once we get our rotation set on this boss, it should be relatively easy here to stay in sync, and we're just going to literally end up keep pressing the same stuff. This is literally the most important stun here. I think he's actually made for the Nether Spider so that he can destroy the ads here, plus put them on stun. Or just destroy them altogether there. So definitely nice on that end. This is a 3-turn cooldown. Removes all debuffs from all allies, places 2 continuous heal buffs on all allies for 2 turns, places 2 poisons on all enemies for 2 turns, which is fantastic there, but it's also going to remove all those buffs. It's available in 3 turns, so pretty much they're right before, probably right before he takes his 3rd turn and pulls out the ads. We're going to get that back up there, which is going to allow us to do it again right as soon as we take all of these debuffs from the ads. Alright, so poisons are going to allow us to hit harder, which is what we want to do. Alright, increase attack. Alright, so now we are rolling. We're just going to go into our normal roll of skills here, because really the only AoE we need is going to be Astralon's there, so we want to make sure he gets that back before the ads come out, which should be pretty easily. We're running him at about 210, I believe, speed, so that should roll around pretty easily there before the third turn is taken. So I can just go all out with all the other characters, with the exception of Bad L there, and then using a secondary, always going to have that secondary cleanse on file just in case I need it. Now, defense down comes from Astralon, and we're going to get attack down from, you know, two unlikely sources. Reliquary Tender has a small version of attack down, and he's got the big version so long as he has increased defense out. So very important to read your kits, know your kits there of your characters as they are in these levels. So we can see here, this is come back. We're not going to use it now until that turn is taken. And then, you know, if something went wrong, you accidentally press something, you can always use hers as a backup. So we're not going to do our stun ability until he brings out the adds, which he's going to do right now. And so our next turn from Astron will be to destroy here all of these adds and kind of call it a day. Might as well use this, play some continuous heals, and then we'll smash. So even though we couldn't kill him, we're stunned, and now we can pretty safely, we can pretty safely get this going here, because that's going to give us a lot of continuous heals. Now we could take care of this, but when he gets his turn, the poison's kind of going to take care of him anyway, so there's no need to waste a skill on him unless we end up doing an AoE with someone like Bad L, and we'll kill him right now. Alright, so we can go pretty quickly here on something like this once we have our rotation built out here. But yeah, the main thing is just to keep the rotation, know what's in the rotation here, and you know, keep going on that end, and just slowly burn them down. Now luckily we've got like kind of a 3 cleanser setup here, so a huge benefit to that is that I don't really have to think of the actual move to cleanse, because Doom Priest is always going to be cleansing something every time she takes her turn there. She's also going to be adding extra crit rate there to someone on the team as well. Now Bad Al should have his ability back, so I could cleanse these, but I'm not going to, because I'm going to wait until her next turn to do that. If Bad Al doesn't, if he doesn't take his turn. Not Bad Al, but if the spider doesn't take his turn beforehand. Now, yeah, I could wipe. I'm gonna wipe these off here. That way we can get our continuous heal out. It's kind of those double heals going. Never a wrong thing to have more continuous heals. Alright, so Smack is coming. Smash! There we go. You know, the brilliance of this is that he's got high accuracy, so he's pretty much always going to land that 100% stun, which is really nice. So we're going to cleanse here. And then we're going to slap these guys up a little bit. Alright. So we're in our basic rotation now. You know, we're just slowly burning down the spider here. And that's basically, you know, what you want to do in this particular level. You know, funny thing is that most guides will tell you not to build Iron Braga with accuracy. I think building anyone who's got debuffs with accuracy is not a bad thing there. Because they'll come in really handy in these situations where you're not going to bring in a dedicated debuffer there. Because if I was to do that, I would lose one of my cleanses, which are really important for this boss. Here, actually, probably one of the most important things that you can do for this boss is to have that cleanse there. So I'm not really concerned about any of these debuffs here right now. Currently is a pretty easy way because Doom Priest is clearing pretty much all of those buffs or debuffs pretty consistently, so we're gonna wait to use that. Alright, so we're definitely going to be getting another United States of Smash going here momentarily. Alright, let's clear. Another reason that helps will have his clear right after all the ads drop is so that he doesn't do his AoE attack there and prompt all of these things to do a second round of debuffs. Because those hit hard and they heal the spider, so we never want that to happen. Man, I'm really loving Doom Priest. I have no masteries on her whatsoever. I just put like really good gear, not god tier there or even end game gear, but like a solid mid tier gear on her. But yeah, I don't have one mastery on her, which is pretty awesome actually there. But yeah, this tells you the importance of gear. Gear is the most important thing in this game. If you got someone geared properly, even though they don't have masteries, they can roll into end game content like the Nether Spider and do relatively well. Now you can see here, this is you know, for the most part, an A1 bonanza here. So definitely bringing in champions there, so long as you have them master with masteries with War Master, will definitely help those extra procs there. That will proc based off of energy, enemy max HP. Let's clear now. Just because I want the extra heals. But yeah, if you didn't have to cleanse there, which is kind of nice, because Doom Priest would have done it for me, but I really wanted the extra heals just in case. Because when they come out, they are going to apply a lot of debuffs and hit me pretty hard. Alright, so my stun's ready to go for when these guys come out. Well, do remember, if you're watching this, do not use your stun ability before the ads come out. Always use it after the ads come out there, so they don't have as much time as they would think to kind of go again and cause any kind of issues there. Alright, United States of Smash. There we go. Let's keep going. Alright, let's clear. Alright, so we're getting to the end here on that end. I was always, tell you the truth, kind of afraid of the Nether Spider for the longest time. You know, I just couldn't figure out a way to beat him there, and then, you know, finally came up with this kind of comp. I've got two different comps that I use. I've got an earlier comp, which I could use again up here, but I really want to show you guys a different set of comps to beat the Nether Spider there, because only showing you one comp kind of defeats the purpose there. And hopefully you guys have 3 versions of a cleansers there, so that way it makes life way easier there when you have the cleansers to clear things off. Another way you can do it is if you have, let's say you didn't have one of these three, like a Doom Priest for instance, but you had the Astral on Countess Lix. Countess Lix actually clears debuffs off of herself and Astral whenever they're on the same team. So that's also another way to do that there. But Countess Lix would definitely have to be kitted in more endgame gear to make her viable for this particular level. But she would be kind of awesome there if you could make her work. So we're putting in some work here on this end. We will have our stun ready to go for the last kind of round of hits with this particular boss. Actually, this might be the final hit, actually. There we go. All right. So, we can see here, Astralon, Iron Brago, Battle, all beasts in the attack category. Battle, obviously, all around best guy here. So I'm going to give the MVP to Astralon in this case, just because he was controlling the hell out of some people there, as well as doing quite a significant amount of damage. So, you know, kind of the co-MVP is going to be Battle. All right, guys, it has been fantastic showing you this particular way to damage and defeat the Nether Spider. I do look forward to seeing in the comments exactly who you guys used. There, do let me know. Do hit the like and subscribe button, please. There, and we will see you next time. Let's chat then.